That's the spirit.
Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries?
Oh, back again. Tell your co-workers, tell your friends. Now it's season 3, VPDs in 3D. Put on your glasses, turn on your TV. Steady standing Stelena. Ooh, Klaus in the house, troubles are brewing. What else can Catherine ruin? Call the MFPD, it's Ash and Petey. About to release more podcasts on the streety.
Where's Stefan? He gave himself over to Klaus to save his brother.
Slow it down. Sipping on vervain, swerving in my lane. Brother's bond in my vein, trying to kill the pain.
Just give me the cure, and I'll do whatever you want.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a super fan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire. But please call me Pete, and I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash. Hello, Ash.
I put the Ash in Ashley. What's up, Pete?
Nothing.
Good.
Any topics?
Nope. 0 topics.
I'm sure that we will stumble upon a couple as we discuss this episode, Season 3, Episode 13. Ooh, Lucky 13, Ash?
Mm-hmm. Lucky or unlucky.
Coming up on 13 years of Mirage.
Say the real word.
I think we're coming up on 13 years of marriage this year. Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy? We're young, too.
I know, yeah. That's exciting.
Ish. We're actually old, but...
No, we're not.
For when you hear 13, you've been married 13 years, you think of a couple of old people in their rocking chairs, which is also us.
Yeah.
But,
like a good rocking chair.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's in several months, but coming up on 13 years betrothed.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing compared to some of these vampires, though, huh?
Right, yeah.
In age.
In age, yeah. 13's good. 13 has served us well.
Yeah, I think you make your own luck, or you don't believe in luck.
Right.
If you let these planets in their various assemblages, or these numbers in certain orders define your life, what's going on?
Yeah, that's too much to track and worry about anyways.
Yeah, if it's
That's not for me.
If it's real and it's happening unbeknownst to me, and I'm just like, man, I'm having a bad day, or I'm having a good day.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you.
Season 3, Episode 13, Bringing Out the Dead, which I would usually be like, that's the Nicolas Cage movie. I think it's maybe Scorsese or somebody. But I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I saw it once a long time ago. Nick Cage. He's like he's like an ambulance driver.
I didn't recognize this title.
Yeah, it seems like they do a lot of movie titles. Mm-hmm. But
Bringing Out the Dead, yeah. I don't know it.
I can't speak to that.
All right. Maybe you'll have to check it out.
Ooh, would love to. Cold open. Starts off right where the last episode left us.
With Elijah.
Elijah and Klaus start whoosh fighting. Mm-hmm.
Elijah did like a crazy flip move.
Uh-huh. And they start crashing around the living room or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Klaus is like, I just finished remodeling.
Remodeling.
And actually the house does look nicer.
Yeah.
And decorated. So he was putting in some work.
Right, yeah. He made progress.
Klaus pulls the dagger out of Cole and threatens Elijah. Cole's still all veiny up in his coffin.
Yeah, it takes him a while to wake up all the way when they get undaggered.
Yeah. Michael is dead, he tells Elijah. And
Elijah's like, skirt, what?
and he's like, why do our family remain in these coffins? And then Klaus puts it all on Stefan. He's the reason. He has the one thing, something. He has the one thing, what, that could
like
kill them or something?
Like standing in their way.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
He has the one thing we need.
He has the one thing we need? Okay, so I'm trying to, now that I know the ending, I'm trying to parse this. Because I'm assuming, unless she just popped out of nowhere, that Mama Klaus was in the coffin, right? Can I...
That's what happened in this episode, yeah.
So, was he sad because it was locked by witches and he could never get it open?
Well, he doesn't really say, but he's obviously afraid to see her.
Because she would come out and be like, my son killed me, everyone get him. Mm-hmm. But that's not what happens at the end, which we'll get to.
Or he's afraid that she's going to kill him. She's the one who made him, and she's a super powerful witch. She's like the only one that could kill him. But obviously, that's not how it ends in this episode.
Yeah.
But so he's afraid to let her be in anyone else's hands because he thinks that if she's let out, that she's going to come and kill him.
But also, we don't know, or could he have gotten her out? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. That hasn't played out. And also, like, the siblings think that she's dead for real, so I wonder what, if they had gotten undaggered and they had this locked coffin, would these siblings been like, well, who's in that one? I don't know, it's locked, who knows? It's like, well, wait a minute.
And people are just learning that Klaus killed the mom anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
And the dad.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah.
But he blames it all on Stefan.
Yeah. He's
Klaus,
trying to get all the coffins from Stefan. That's like been his MO for weeks.
Yes. He puts the dagger back in Cole. Klaus needs Elijah to be his brother and help him destroy Stefan. Blood thicker than water.
The brother bond.
The brand of
The brand of brothers.
The LeBron of Jameses. Alaric, after the sweet title. Alaric is looking...
That was the cold open?
That was a cold open,
oh, okay.
yeah.
You have to say it every episode.
I think I did. Rewind it back. Now for the warm close. Alaric is looking for aspirin. He's hungover. He had Meredith fell over last night after he whiskey dialed her. Mm-hmm. Ash, you ever done any of that?
Nope.
You know what? I do a little texting sometimes.
Yeah, I'll do some like jovial texting with like some friends.
Yeah, I'll get on the group chat with some homies or something.
Oh, you know what I will do?
What?
Is like a swipe up on Instagram and give someone like some celebration or like some hard eyes or something.
I'll give some flames. I'll give some 100s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my version of drunk texting.
Yeah, me too. All right. Forbes is at the door, and she says the medical examiner was murdered. Someone drove this stake through his heart. She has the stake in a gallon Ziploc. Yeah,
when you said Forbes, I was thinking Caroline, but it's her mom. I was like, wait, why is Caroline saying that? Yeah.
Alaric is like, it's one of ours from your parents' lake house. Elena's prints were on it, and I said, or Catherine's, do they have the same prints? They're doppelgangers. Are they...
Finger...
Gangers?
Gangers? Rhymes with something else.
Uh-huh.
That was like a really smart Pete-diction. I liked when you said that.
Oh, yeah.
And like how you're thinking like how the show works and who all the characters are, even though they're not like at play right now.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten to the bottom of this yet, right? Or did we learn that it's probably Meredith or something?
They did not explain the fingerprints.
Okay, so we have a couple prime suspects. We have some, could it be Meredith? Could it be Catherine with the same fingertips? Corn chip nail clips. What? Bugles.
Yeah. Corn chip nail clips.
Corn chip nail tips.
Oh, I thought you said clips.
I know. Weirder. Yeah, I was wrong. It's an old SNL sketch with Tracy Morgan. Corn chip nail tips.
For having bugles on your fingers?
Basically, yeah. Damon is talking on the phone in the tall grass. Exposition. Damon thinks it was Meredith. Elena and Alaric do not. And then Damon thinks it was Klaus. He's just popping all kinds of people into the
He
suspect
doesn't
list.
mind accusing people. He's like, let's just accuse these people and kill them and then see if we were right.
Elena thinks it was Stefan. Damon wishes Stefan was a bunny snacking pacifist once again.
Don't we all?
They say you can never go home again, Ash. Will we ever get the bunny snacking pacifist back?
What do you think?
I think probably in some kind of way. But that's not how it is in real life, Ash. You can't go home again. You can't go home again.
I was going to say, once you eat a delicious burger, you're like, can't go back.
That's not been my experience, but my experience is going back to my hometown and being like, I can't believe I used to like drive a car through these tiny streets. I'm like Gulliver, like stomping around my hometown. I feel like if I walked into my old house, I would just be
banging up against the wall.
Like, and like rubbing my head against the ceiling.
Yeah, like Alice in Wonderland when she gets big.
Yes. I feel like I would Alex? I feel like I would.
You keep messing up today.
I feel like I would Alex in Wonderland, my old house.
There you go.
Damon is meeting with Elijah, his favorite original.
Yeah, I enjoy Elijah as well.
I think Elijah finally looks good.
Yeah, he's got his hair. It doesn't look like an insane person.
Yeah, he still could get a fresher, shorter, modern cut, but he modernized his, like, I don't know, his Connor Oberst.
Yeah, but it's like,
do.
If his hair was modern, it would be weird because no one's hair is modern in this show.
Right. Well, modern for that time.
But yeah. No, he looks good. I agree.
Damon wants his help to destroy Klaus. Damon wants to know what's in the coffin.
I know. That would make me laugh.
Also, yeah, Elijah is super popular straight out the coffin.
Oh, yeah.
Klaus wants this. Damon wants that. Stefan and Bonnie are in the cave. The coffin is in the cave.
That was a good place to hide the coffin, didn't you think?
Yeah, beyond that witch spell.
Because vampires can't go in there.
Mm-hmm. And Damon had to get some landscapers to put it in there.
Yeah, and to compel them.
Mm-hmm. Abby Bennett is there, Bonnie's mom. And Abby and Bonnie are beefing a bit. Bonnie wants her to scrape out whatever magic you have left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bonnie's getting mad because she's like, you're not trying.
Or maybe, and Stefan is being salty with Bonnie's mom as well, and Elena is there.
Yeah, Stefan's like, you're lying. You can do it. Just do it.
Yeah. He's not suffering these fools.
No.
And Elena is asking, like, did you kill the medical examiner, Stefan?
Mm-hmm.
And Stefan is being all defensive. He's like, oh, you're asking me if I killed the medical examiner? Did you ask Damon? He's the guy who kills all these people.
Right, but of course you're not going to ask him because you are in love with him.
And he's being all defensive, and he stomps off in his boot-cut jeans. And it's
anytime they shoot the angle of the boot-cut jeans and the boots, I hate it every time.
You drink.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my least favorite shots in this whole series.
He puts on a slim button down in this as well. That's kind of like a little too short and a little too like going to the clubs in the mid 2000s.
Oh yeah, that is how people dressed.
Boot cut jeans, big old cut at the bottom, and then like a shirt that barely covers your waist.
That's true, but I was just thinking, like, to be honest, I don't even know what people wear to the clubs now.
No, that's true. I would like to know.
They might wear this exact thing because it has come back around to this time.
Yeah, I truly don't know. I just assume that they wear, like, giant hoodie sweatsuits like Bieber or like Billie Eilish. They're just, like, waddling around in big sweatsuits.
Well, when we would go out, like 10 years ago or whatever in the LA area, already people were too cool to like dance, and like people were just standing around, and I wonder if like, it's just, people don't even do anything.
I don't know.
They're like, we won't get dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
We're not dancing. We're just going to sit here and be quiet. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I know in Fort Collins people were dancing.
That is true.
I feel like
I would say that, and people in Hollywood are too cool.
We are very cool.
They think they're too.
And I am very cool. But also in Fort Collins, I feel like people were wearing like Patagonias and like North Faces in the club, and
that's true.
They were just wearing their beanies and stuff.
I don't know. Y'all let us know what you wear in the club. We want to know. I have no idea.
Their flannels. Their Al Borlands.
Tell us where you're from, what do you wear in the club, and how old you are. I need to do some research.
I would love to hear all of that stuff.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's the new ASL.
Yes, 100%.
It would be W A L.
Oh, still? Just what do you wear?
Yeah.
Age and location?
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't care your sex or gender. Just let us know what you're up to.
Hey, real talk.
Caroline is at the hospital to talk to Dr. Fell. Her dad, what's his name again? Robbie or something? Richard? Reginald?
You have to learn to not say
Roberto?
anything when you ask a question because I can never pull it.
I know. All right, her dad is salty in the hospital.
I'm sitting here quietly trying to think about it for so long.
He's set in his ways, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like having vampire blood in him. And her dad hates the one thing she can't change about herself. But Fell knows all the vampires in town. It's her part of her job.
Mm-hmm. Of her self-imposed job. She's like, I'm going to do this.
Yes. Elena's there. Elena keeps being like at the end of these scenes or like in the middle of these scenes. It's like, here's something happening. Oh, Elena's there too. Mm-hmm. Like halfway through.
Yeah, you're right.
She's checking up on Fell. Alark is her family. Hey, we talked about blood earlier. This is some water. Blood's thicker than water. But you need water to survive.
There you
go. She has to watch out for him. Unky Alark.
Unky teacher Alark.
Mm-hmm. Caroline uses her super hearing to look for her dad's phone.
Yeah, she's like gonna call, and then she's like, I can hear it.
I said where the phone is supplies. Mm-hmm. So it's in the supply closet. Her dad is stabbed in there. He has vampire blood in his system, and then he wakes up. Yeah. He wakes up because he wasn't all the way dead.
Well, if you die with vampire blood in your system, then you wake up a vampire, but then you have to transition by drinking blood.
Okay, so he just hadn't done that last step.
Yeah, he didn't drink blood. But like, why aren't more people, especially Caroline, mad at Dr. Fell because she put the vampire blood in his system and then put him at risk for being turned into a vampire, which he never would have wanted to do. But I guess she had to do it because she said that if without vampire blood, he would have just died anyways. Yeah,
so she gave him the choice, which then he chose. But so wait, we don't know the medical examiner stabber or this dad stabber yet.
Right.
In this episode. Okay. Mm-hmm. Some stabbings going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it looked like her dad's like neck was slit also. Like he was like pretty messed up.
Yeah. Bonnie and Abby, her mom, are in the cave. Bonnie knows this story on the walls drawn up there. Mm-hmm. They look at a big old grimoire.
Mm-hmm. The only one she kept. Bonnie's like, why is this the only one you kept? It's the only one I need.
It's very Vin Diesel of her. Just so happens the two of them can open the coffin, luckily, I said.
Yeah, but Bonnie's like, oh, so close. And then walks away 1 second later. And then it opens when Bonnie's out of the cave.
Mm-hmm. So is Jeremy the I know his name because it's a famous actor's name with like a C in it.
Oh yeah, his name is a different person's name.
Yeah, the guy from like bullet, and also there's a director who also has this name.
I was going to say a name that's not right, but I'll say it to mess you up, Kelly. You do it to me. Anthony Kiedis.
Yes.
But it's not that.
How long will I be out of the show? From Red Hot Chili Peppers.
See? Doesn't make it harder?
No, because I already didn't know. It's like...
I'm trying to visualize it on the screen. I know this also. I'm just bad at remembering names. Everyone needs to know this about me.
Yeah. Do you think that he was off shooting a movie or something?
Could have been.
Speak on that.
I haven't actually looked into the history of that time. Like, when I watched it in real time, I was just like, man, Jeremy's gone. He's not in the show. Like, what's going on? I wasn't like, I wonder where this actor is. Like, phones were still kind of new, and it's not like we, like, Googled every single thing. Celebrities didn't have Instagrams or Twitters yet. Like, you just were like, this is happening.
Yeah, we should look up what movies he was in, I guess. Stephen R. McQueen.
Yeah,
So
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen is an old actor, and then Steve McQueen, the director, I believe did 12 Years a Slave. He's done some cool stuff. Steve McQueen. Stephen R. McQueen.
Right.
Stephen R. McQueen, a.k.a. Jeremy, is trying to get his correct residuals. That's why they have it, because SAG, when you register with SAG, it's like, well, you can't be Steve McQueen. There's already that. So you go by your initial, your middle initial.
He got it. What were you saying about Jeremy? Oh, he's off doing a movie?
Yeah, where's he at? Is he off doing a movie? Maybe he got another show or something?
Well, Elena didn't want him around anymore.
For his safety. For the safety of his coins. Damon and Stefan are going to have a meeting with Elijah and Klaus. Damon trusts Elijah as much as he trusts Stefan, which is not.
Right.
Stefan says the same. This is about, he basically says that he doesn't trust Damon either. And Damon's like, this is about me kissing Elena.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, these guys, just none of them trust any of each other.
No.
They only just trust themselves. But we can at least trust Elijah to be, like, true to his word, because he's so, like...
He's probably the most trustworthy one.
He is the most trustworthy, yeah.
Out of the four.
Because Stefan is on some other level. Damon...
Is untrustworthy.
And he'll do what he wants to do when he thinks it's the right thing. And then Klaus is a big old liar.
Yeah. And so these bros are all meeting to negotiate a fake truce. What Klaus and Elijah hope is a real truce, but the bros know is a fake truce.
Right.
While they hopefully get this coffin open.
Which is also just like a stalling technique for them to, work on the coffin.
If they're going in for this stalling technique and it's a fake truce, and then Klaus is like, sit down for dinner, and they're like, oh, we don't want to sit down for dinner. They should be happy that he wants to sit down and have a whole dinner.
Right, yeah. They're like, oh, he's actually going to make a truce? Okay.
Caroline's dad, Roberto,
Oh, man. I still haven't figured it out.
is hungry. They're at the hospital. He doesn't want to drink blood. If he doesn't drink blood, he'll die. He doesn't care. He wants that. Yeah,
because he doesn't want to be a vampire.
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
I know. But
his whole thing is being super, like, in control of his body.
But he could be, like, it could have been, like, the ultimate test for him. Like, sure, I'll be a vampire, and I will never drink blood, and I will never do that. Like, because he thinks he has the most control because he's trying to teach everyone else how to have control.
He would shrivel up and die, though, if he didn't drink blood.
I mean, he would have to do it at least the one time. Human blood, but then he could drink animal blood.
He wouldn't do that
Or
either.
blood bags. But yeah.
He wouldn't do any of that.
No, he wouldn't. So, that's why he died.
He would drink Bloody Marys with no blood in them.
And then die?
But he'd be drunk.
The name that's coming to mind is also wrong. Charles, that's not his name. I just keep saying the wrong names.
Alaric is looking at all his cool weapons. He has so many weapons spread out all over the house. Caroline's dad was stabbed with one of his knives. Mm-hmm. They suspect Meredith Fell. She has used his weapons.
Yeah, and Alark showed her where the weapons were, but Alark is like, but she saw them after the fact. So Alark is still defending Meredith Fell.
Then we cut to the meeting of the suave leather buddies. Klaus has ladies there. Mm-hmm. He said, we can eat, or he wants them to sit down and eat, come on, or I'll pull out your insides from out your mouth. So they decide to eat. Mm-hmm. He could do that. He could just overpower these bros like that and just... Yeah. Because he's the hybrid.
Yeah, but also he's way older than them. The older you are, the stronger you are in vampire life.
They start eating. Klaus says, that's the spirit.
Classic Klaus.
Like in the theme song. Klaus told...
In our theme song? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not in the Vampire Diaries theme song.
Well, they need a theme song. They need... Yeah. They need a after the credits rap.
Oh, yeah.
Like Men in Black and like the beginning of our show. Mm-hmm. Klaus told Elijah that he killed their mother. Rebecca knows also, but she's still daggered. Mm-hmm. Damon calls Stefan on killing their dad. He was like, well, you killed our dad, so...
Yeah, chill out, bro.
Chill out, bro. Caroline hasn't heard from Ty. Ty's off shooting the movie with Stephen R. McQueen. Elena... Oh. All right, I got a pitch. Steve McQueen, the director, directs a movie starring Stephen R. McQueen and R.I.P. probably Steve McQueen as a ghost.
Oh my gosh.
And it'd be directed by and starring Steve's McQueen's.
And the costume will be done by Alexander McQueen.
And Lightning McQueen will be in there too. Ka-chow!
My mom calls Lightning McQueen Steve McQueen.
Mm-hmm. That tracks.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, Mom. His name is Lightning.
And that older car was played by Paul Newman.
Who is friends with Steve McQueen.
Probably, I don't know. Who has good salad dressing.
All right, okay.
Elena wishes the girl Elena wishes the girl Alaric liked wasn't in the middle of this.
Elena, the way you said that sounded like the words were broken up in different spots. Also, randomly, saying this sentence, I'm remembering my dream from last night.
Well, everyone loves to hear about dreams.
No, they don't.
Oh, so you're not going to say it?
It has nothing to do with what we were saying, but we were on a
excuse me.
We were on staying in a cabin, like in a Big Bear area, and my parents were like not coming, and then they were like, "Hey, we're driving near that area, so we're gonna come stay with you." And I was like, "Oh, great!" And then they came to stay with us, but we were actually staying at Calvin's kindergarten teacher's cabin, and she was there, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know your parents were staying." I was like, "Neither did I." And then it was awkward, and there weren't enough beds.
Wow. And then what happened?
Then
you woke up?
No, then she was like, "I teach right behind here." And then there was some school right behind the cabin, and then there was some sort of like bear or something outside, and then it got treacherous for a moment, but then I think it ended.
Wow. A lot of deep meaning in there.
I don't know. It was weird. It was fun. I kind of liked it though in the moment.
Hey, dreaming is great.
I don't know what we were talking about though, but that just literally popped into my head.
Well, Caroline hasn't heard from Ty because he's off shooting a movie with Stephen R. McQueen.
In Big Bear. That's what.
And Steve McQueen and R.I.P. Steve McQueen.
Got it. Okay.
Elena wishes the girl that Alaric liked, Meredith Fell, wasn't in the middle of this, the whole stabbing thing.
Yeah, because it's just sad when everyone just gets all roped in.
He deserves to be happy, and she seems guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom, Caroline's mom, is in the house with her dad. They're up at the Forbeses.
Yeah.
They haven't been in the same room since she was 10 years old, Caroline, her parents.
Yeah, her parents have been separated.
Any chance Ty did it because he's sired to Klaus? Is he going around stabbing people?
What do you think?
I don't know. That is a good thought. Caroline, it's hard to come back from that, though, for if you're Ty.
Yeah.
Caroline wants to force her dad to feed, but he doesn't want to. It's his choice. He's done the research himself. Elena misses her dad. Caroline is sad her dad is probably going to die. And then Matt shows up.
Yeah, it was nice to see Matt. We haven't seen Matt in a minute.
Yeah, Matt came up. He was like, I was shooting with Steve and Steven, this other movie. I'm back now. I'm in the show. Elijah asks where Elena is at the Leather Buddies.
Yeah.
Stefan doesn't want to talk about Elena. And then Klaus or somebody's like, should we tell them about Tatya?
Yeah, Klaus also was like, oh, you've missed so much to Elijah. Because he missed all the drama, and he missed Stefan being
Ripper.
the minion, and the Ripper of Klaus and all that. He did miss a lot. But yeah, then they would tell us about Tatya.
Tatya, the originator of the Petrova line. An exquisite beauty. And none loved her more than Niklaus.
I loved listening to this monologue from Elijah. He's so eloquent, and I like hearing how he speaks.
Mm-hmm. They both love the same girl, these bros. Their mom, so the bros' mom, Klaus and Elijah and them's mom, took this girl away, and then got her blood into the wine or whatever they drank when they became OGs. Mm-hmm. In the end, the sacred bond of family above all.
The brothers bond.
The brothers bond.
Yeah, but they had the same thing. They were in love with the same girl.
Same girl.
But it was their downfall, because that's when they turned into vampires, was with her blood.
Wow. Bonnie and her mom are doing their spell over the coffin. Bonnie thinks her mom isn't trying, but Abby's like, the spirits are angry at me. It's not them, it's you. Dad never talked about you or Grams. Didn't talk about you either. This dad and this Grams was not talking about this mom.
Yeah, when they raised Bonnie.
Her mom is sorry. She can help her make it up to Bonnie. They try again, but now her mom tries, I guess. Before she wasn't trying. It was like when you ride the 2-person bicycle and the other person's like, I'm also pedaling. But they're not.
Because all of a sudden you're like, wow, this is easy.
Yeah. Oh, we're going downhill. No, we're not. Happens all the time. Uh-huh. It almost worked. And then Bonnie's like, it almost worked. I have to call Damon to tell him it almost worked.
I know. It was so weird.
So then she leaves for plot reasons, and then the coffin opens.
Yeah, and that was a good freeze, act out or whatever on Abby, where she's like,
yeah.
She gets so surprised.
Yeah, which you liked a big Klaus surprising moment also later.
Yeah, towards the end, yeah.
The boys are talking truce. They discuss their terms, talking truce terms. Mm-hmm. Klaus can never leave Elena alone because he needs her blood to make hybrids.
Right. That's why Elena's just, living life, because she's like, Klaus isn't going to kill me, I'm chilling.
How long before one of you turns her into a vampire or she dies because it's your fault? Klaus does not trust the bros.
No.
That's funny that when your villain is like, y'all don't have y'all's stuff together.
It's true, and he's not wrong. Stefan already tried to turn her into a vampire once. Mm-hmm. And
he tried to kill her on that bridge.
Right. Well, he was just pretending, but yeah.
The worst thing for Elena is the two of you bros. Mm-hmm. And then Klaus sucks the neck of one of those ladies.
Yeah.
Matt walks Elena home. He's like, this town is messed up. Mm-hmm. They go inside and the lights are out. There's a lot of blood. And now a Lark is stabbed.
I know. Wasn't it so weird when they walk in, they're like, wow, the power must be out. Oh, let's look for a flashlight. It's like, hello, you live in the land of supernatural beings. You're not, like, immediately on edge. Like, someone's in the house. We gotta figure it out. Like,
Yeah, you better get the garlic out.
yeah, we're just, let's just, like, look for there's some candles. They're just being so nonchalant. And then they see there's blood everywhere, and they're like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. They should know better.
And Alaric is sitting there stabbed, and then Elena pulls the knife out of him, and someone pulled the knife out of Roberto earlier. Like, people are pulling these knives. You leave the knife in, I think.
Yeah, to stop the bleeding.
To keep, I mean, you're already bleeding, but it's just like you take out the knife and some may start spurting.
Yeah, right, yeah. To slow it, I guess, not to stop it.
Alaric wants Elena to kill him so he'll come back to life. And thankfully, she has the exposition of, like, I am a doppelganger, so I am supernatural. I was like, all right.
Yeah, you didn't just think that on your own.
Well, no one gave me a chance to.
Yeah, I guess that's
because of
true.
the leading dialogue. But also, if it would have been funny if she just started stabbing him a bunch.
Yeah.
And then later, he'd be like, oh, thanks, you're supernatural.
Yeah.
Thanks for killing me.
It would have been different if she just picked the knife out of his stomach and then just stabbed him. Matt was like, what?
Yeah.
Why'd you just kill him? We were trying to save him. But yeah.
So
She
she
said
had to say it. Stefan, for the dummies like me, for the dummies in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan wanted to drive a wedge between, maybe Klaus wanted to drive a wedge between Stefan and Damon.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, what's Klaus's counter offer? And he offers Elena's future happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And he lays it out. She needs to fall in love with a human, maybe Matt.
Yeah.
Which is funny that, like, Klaus just knows about this regular guy.
Yeah, he's like, that would be good for her. They used to date. They used to sleep in the same crib.
Why?
He didn't say that, but that
No.
is true about them.
It's just funny, like, I mean, I guess that good on Matt for, like, this hybrid OG to... By the way, we need to go pick up some hybrid OG over at the store. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding. But that he knows just who this Matt is.
Right.
This regular...
Elena can be in love with Matt. That sounds good.
Yeah, I've been watching this soap opera. I'm 500 years old, but I know what these 16-year-olds are up to.
Right.
That's kind of our thing, too. Like, we're 500 years old, and we're watching this show about 17-year-olds. That's the conceit of this podcast.
All right.
She needs to fall in love with a human. He wants the Petrova line to continue to have hybrids forever. Mm-hmm. He'll keep her safe. All right. This was confusing because Stefan shakes his hand. Mm-hmm. He shakes the hand and says, no deal.
I don't think there's actually shaking. I think it's a slow hand hold.
A hold and a no deal?
And a no deal.
Well, he should have done...
We're acting this out, by the way.
Go towards the hand and then
right on your head?
Yeah, slick the hair back behind the ear. Too slow, bro.
Right. No,
or
he did
at least
a firm hand grab and a no deal.
Or, speaking of no deal, do a fist pound like Howie Mandel. Mm-hmm. And then when you go for the fist bump, you just grab their fist and say no deal. What if he did that? Go for the fist bump. All right, everyone picture this at home. Two people going for the fist bump. Stefan grabs the hand, looks him in the eye, and says, no deal.
Yeah, but you know that Niklaus wouldn't go for a fist bump.
Well, he did say...
It could be the go for the hand, the handshake, and then the whoosh.
Yeah.
Back to your hair, classic.
Because he won't do a modern thing like a fist bump, but he will do a 1990s Zach Morris move. To him, 2009 and 1995 are like a blink of an eye.
I know, but it's fine. Just saying.
All right. Yeah, he shakes hands, no deal. All right. Mm-hmm. Klaus puts Stefan's hand in the fire, which I agree with that. If you're shaking hands and saying no deal, put that hand in the fire.
Yeah, Stefan's hand's just burning up.
Mm-hmm. Caroline and Daddy Reginald. Mm-hmm. He's looking at her cheerleading trophies. He's tired. And Caroline wants him
All right,
to...
okay. Hold on. Let's just be upfront about how chill Caroline's dad is in this transition.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what Caroline was like when she was in the hospital? And
she was freaking out.
She was freaking out, and she was like...
She ate that lady's neck.
She was grabbing a bunch of stuff and, like, trying to go to the light and then burning, and she was, like, all over the place. And he's just like, I'm just tired. I'm not going to drink blood. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird.
Well, he is the king of, like, his body and stuff.
Like control. I know their
like
personalities are different, and so they would react differently, but it's pretty stark contrast.
He's the Sting of being a vampire. He's doing tantric vampire changing.
Also, he kind of looks like Sting.
He does kind of look like Sting. Maybe that's his thing. He's like... Yeah, I'm going to change into a vampire slowly for 6 hours.
Ew.
But he doesn't want to be a vampire, Ash.
No.
In fact, humans aren't meant to cheat death. It's just something he believes in. You got to respect it. It's against his beliefs. And then Caroline makes it all about her. She's like, how can you hate what I am? But he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to be it. She can be a vampire. He doesn't want to be a vampire.
Right. But I can understand applying it to being like, you would rather die than be what I am. Mm-hmm. It does make you think about yourself. But he's like, no, I love you and who you are. Just that's not for me.
Yeah. Don't leave me, she cries. But he gives her the sappy sap. I love you. You are who they hope she grows up to be, even though she hasn't grown up. But I guess she'll be.
But they're like
18 forever.
They're proud of her and who she is.
Mm-hmm. Sheriff Forbes is rolling a couple too.
Yeah.
This is what it means to be human: to die, to sleep no more. Stefan, back with Klaus. He's like, just kill me. And Klaus is like, where's the fight? Where's the Ripper? And then actually Stefan farts, and it's kind of like a scary movie moment.
Oh my gosh, no way.
And he's like, I'm the Ripper.
I ripped a good one.
Yep. Elijah comes back with the daggers and Cole. Mm-hmm. Finn is there too, and Rebecca. And they all start stabbing Klaus.
Yeah, all over.
Yeah.
With those skinny little pirate swords.
Yeah, and do they have the white oak ash on there or what? Stefan and Damon are out of there. This is family business. When they said this is family business, I just thought of when it's Rue, Paul, and Michelle, and Carson and Ross. It's just family tonight.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
That's good. Yeah, when he said it's just family business, I thought that was going to be the title of the episode because of like how pronounced the line was, and I was like, oh wait, no, but that would have been a good title.
Yeah. Also, if there were dollar signs instead of S's. Caroline is with her dad. He's dying. Matt and Elena are there while Lark is dying. Mm-hmm. Caroline called them her dad died.
Yeah.
Matt will stay with Elena until Alark wakes up. Elena can't lose any more family. We established earlier, Alark is family.
Correct.
She can't lose any more family. Alark is family. Stefan says Damon did the right thing undaggering Elijah.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I guess that was a good plan. Because Stefan was super mad at first.
Damon could have left Stefan there with the leather bros.
And the tan burning.
And he could have had Elena to himself. Mm-hmm. They both love Elena.
Yeah, Stefan says I love her to Damon, and that's a big deal because Stefan hasn't said anything like that since he became a Ripper and lost his humanity.
Yep.
You can't have no humanity and say I love you.
We know he has humanity.
I know, I'm just saying, but he's been trying to play it off like he doesn't have it for a long time.
Yeah, he's
we know he got
line.
it. We know he got it back, but he never said that he turned it on or whatever. So
No.
he's still trying to act like the cool, tough guy, but he's just in love with Elena.
He is. Forbes is chill after her husband died.
Yeah.
Alaric is coming back alive.
Yay.
Let's hope the witches got the coffin open, I said. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they said that.
They said that. You already knew it was open.
Bonnie is passed out, and Mom is maybe passed out as well, and then the coffin is open.
I don't think Abby was there.
I think she was. I think she was passed out.
Was she passed out? Oh.
Klaus wanted the house to be for the family. He's getting stabbed. He's like, I remodeled it for you.
For our family to be all together once again.
I was rooting for us. They're going to kill the doppelganger, then leave Klaus alone, so he'll have no hybrids.
And he'll be alone for eternity.
And if you hunt us, you'll become our father. You don't want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the hybrid. I shan't be killed, Klaus says. They want the coffin also, because for whatever's in it. And then Mom shows up.
Yeah, but except they showed her and you were like, who's that?
Yeah, I was like, is this some sister? Who is this person? And also, but you said, did you Pete-dicted that the mom was in the coffin? And I said, I do not remember.
I think you did weeks ago. I think you did you were like, oh, what if the mom's in there? Yeah, I think you did.
Ooh, that was smart of me. Mm-hmm. Klaus is sad seeing his mom.
He is terrified.
Yes.
He has the silliest scared face ever.
And she asks if he knows why she's there. Mm-hmm. And he, in his scared face, it says, you're here to kill me. But she says, I'm here to forgive you.
Because you're my son.
And then the OGs, minus Michael, are back together again.
Yeah, and they're also like, wait, what? You're going to forgive him? Because they were all stabbing him 1 second ago.
Mm-hmm. But they defer to their mother.
We
The
shall
matriarch.
see. Yeah.
Wow, what a show.
What
an ep.
We did it. Episode 13.
Season 3, episode 13. How many fangs, Ash?
Well, Stefan is improving in my eyes. Doing the right thing a little bit more. I will say, though, I still prefer episodes that have the more central cast and not like 100 originals and all that.
Yeah.
And I miss Jeremy. I think I'll go like a 175.
Okay. I think there was some good stuff in here. I'll go 1.74 because I think you liked it a little bit better than me. Not sure. Not sure if you liked it a little bit better than me.
Yeah, we probably did about the same, I would say.
Yeah, pretty close, but I think you liked it a little bit better than me.
Okay. What else, love? What do you Pete-dict about who's doing all these murders?
Oh my gosh. Is it Ty the hybrid? Is it Meredith Fell? If it's Meredith Fell, there's something deeper to her story. She's not just some doctor who injects people with vampire blood, although that is a lot already.
Yeah, true.
Maybe she has some tie to something. Maybe it is Ty himself, but maybe she has some past ties to something. The Fell name, that's a founder name, right?
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew that.
Yeah, I think we learned that. 'Cause she was at the founders ball or whatever.
There's 100 founders events.
So maybe maybe vampires are back in her lineage, or maybe she's from people who hate vampires. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it Meredith? Is Alaric addicted to Ambien, and instead of sleep eating, he's sleep stabbing,
That'd be cool.
including himself?
Yikes.
I don't know. Who's to say?
It has Elena's prince.
Elena's prince, but she could have just held them all when she was looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever was doing the stabbing burned off their fingerprints, like Will Smith in Men in Black 1 when he holds the big basketball.
Well, you are exactly correct.
Yes. Bonnie, I feel like the mom is probably out of there for a while if she ever comes back, because Bonnie will be like, oh, Mom left. She helped me with this thing, and now she left. Well, I have some good memories of her now.
Mm-hmm.
Was that her? And it wasn't her brother in that other one from House of Wax.
Mm-mm.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you Pete-dict in the love triangle of Stelena Delana?
I think that Damon probably still has another shot at it for a couple eps before Stefan gets back in the picture.
Okay. Okay.
Ash, what I want is people to go to whatever they're listening to this on, whether it be Apple Podcasts, whether it be Stitcher,
Spotify.
yeah, Spotify. Rate this Sun B 5 stars if you're nasty, or whatever, you know.
Yes. Leave us a rate, review,
You know-
subscribe. That's a thing that people say.
Yeah, every once in a while we'll have a day where we get like a whole bunch of new downloads. Like, I like those days.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So if you rate and review,
And download.
but when you rate it and stuff, it just pops it higher on whatever list. Mm-hmm. The algorithm, Ash. We're all slaves to the algorithm. We're trying to make this show. We're trying to keep doing the show. We like getting it out to the listeners.
Also, we try to do this show in like a positive way and like not just watching something and just like complaining about everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're trying to be positive and fun and have a good time with it.
We are. Yeah, there's plenty of podcasts that just tear down these sorts of things. But we're having a good time.
Yeah.
And the least cynical thing about this podcast is that I'm trying to build up people to buy my various projects.
And you should, because they're great.
No, that is, you know, if you like this, you'll probably like the stuff that we're involved in.
Yeah, why not? Check it out.
Yep.
Bye.
That was the chair.